Betty Smith. We are here live at the Photography, Web Design, and Much More Studios doing our fourth show with this week's Review Preview. So welcome everyone and thank you for tuning in. I wanted to start out with a story that has been in the news for quite some time now, and it was with the baby Dylan story with the Groves family, the autopsy that a lot of people read, and again, it didn't really settle very well with a lot of people, especially in the Scioto County area, nor would it anywhere.
I purposely did not review the autopsy, which most people would find strange, but I didn't. Hollywood, though they try, cannot come up with things that people do to their loved ones.
Right.
And so, having spent so much time in the field and literally laying in the streets beside people that have had these situations and holding their hands to give them somebody to hold their hands while they pass to the next whatever's next, I could not read the autopsy. It's too much triggers for me personally. And
Right.
I feel so bad for the baby. Of course, that goes without saying. But what's going to happen is this trial is going to take a long time, and they're going to have juries that have to look at this footage. They have to look at this stuff over and over, day after day after day. Our citizens right here in this town, they're going to have to look at that stuff and be explained and examined and re-examined and cross-examined. But my God, this jury is really in for something. So I really feel for them.
A girl that got her hair cut off from her dad, where she had got highlights on her 13th birthday. Now, what led into this? Oh, let's see. The mom and dad had been a divorced family, got along even after the divorce. Well, at some point, the girl had asked her mother if she could get highlights for her 13th birthday. Well, the mom did it as a whole birthday spa day, got her hair highlighted, got her nails done. Then, after this happened, she went on to send her to her father's house so she could have her birthday weekend with him. Now, sometime in the course of that weekend, the mother claims in the story that she got a gut feeling that there was something wrong. And when the daughter came back from her weekend, this is the picture you see up now where it goes from extreme high to extreme low. The father had actually cut off the girl's hair because she had got highlights, and that was her punishment for getting the highlight. A lot of people did come together in the community. They even had a hair salon that came together and did some things for her, adding some extensions back to her hair and just trying to make her feel comfortable. But where I want to lead into this story, and again, this goes back to being in a blended family, and we've all been through how each parent's going to raise a child. So, Mark, I'm going to kind of throw this to you for a second about I'm going to take it into parent alienation, and I know that's a hot topic, and a lot of times people don't like to talk about it because it gets too close to home, but I think some of that was going on here, believe it. Even though they said they were getting along, I think that happened at some point.
Well, there's parent alienation and there's parent retaliation, and I think in this case, this was more parent retaliation. True parent alienation is where normally the custodial parent will talk a lot of smack about the non-custodial parent to where then the child feels like they don't even want to participate in the visitation. And so then what happens is the custodial parent gets the opportunity to say, oh, well, they don't want to come for a visit this week. And so then they put it back on the child. Well, there must be something wrong with you, your household, the safety, that other woman. There's something going on there that the child doesn't want to come and have the visitation. And that's parental alienation, to where they basically program and say so many negative things about the other parent all through the week. And then when it comes to visitation on Friday, kid's a little freaked out. Kid doesn't want to do it. So then they don't have visitation. Well, now the dad gets mad. He says, well, screw you. I'm not going to pay child support. Now we're in a big deal, right?
Right.
So this can go on for 2 or 3 months and then cost thousands of dollars to go in front of a judge and work it out. And the very first thing that the custodial parent's going to say is they don't want the visitation. So the judge got to put the kid on the thing and say, do you want to be go with your dad or your mom? It goes both ways. And then the kid's all freaked out because they're in the courtroom. So of course they have what's called a guardian ad litem, but they're going to talk to them. And then they're going to say no, because they've already been pre-programmed for all these negative connotations. So that is parental alienation, where one parent tries to alienate the existence of the other parent. And having come from teaching, let me tell you something. This is so. I've seen it because one parent will come in 2 or 3 days a week to pick up the child. Another parent will come in 2 or 3 days, pick up the child. And they do this inspection because when they came into my classroom, this is the first time they'd seen the child in a few days. And so they would literally inspect this child. And so they would say, where did that nail polish come from? Or where those earrings come from? Or what's up with these shoes? Why are you wearing that outfit? And they quiz the kid. What back and forth. And it's really stressful. And as the teacher, I can't really intervene because at that point they're just picking up their kid. But I get the fly on the wall of saying, wow, here this is something going on here, because the problem is they're putting the kid in the middle, even though they swear to God and everything holy that they're not. They are putting the kid in the middle, and it becomes a terrible situation.
Nice, Ryan.
I sneezed. Oh, I'm not allowed to sneeze.
Okay, hey, we're back. I just wanted to go back over the preview for what's coming up. A lot of exciting things as we go into the verge of the end of the month for October. Well, I want to give an update with Portsmouth Raw Addiction. They're going to have Trick or Treat on Friday from 5 to 8 or 5 to 8:30. I know the event is out on Facebook, so you guys can follow up with that. But they're going to do a trick or treat there at Tracy Park. So if you guys can get out there and enjoy that, I know there's some volunteers in the area that are also contributing some candy for the kids, which will make it a safe and nice environment, especially at the park, and the kids can play. So again, if you guys can get out there, that's awesome. And Raw Addiction, thank you for doing your part in the community and trying to help with those who need that recovery and need that information and that resource. Outside of that, as we go into the end of October and trick or treats a little bit of everywhere, and we've got it going on in the communities, I just want to add in that the week before Veterans Day, or right around that area, we're going to do an interview with Jimmy Pinson from American Legion Post 23. I think that's Dickey Post 23 right there off of Court Street. So I appreciate that we're going to get welcomed out there for that. We're going to do a review preview show out there. We're also going to do an interview with Jimmy and get some feedback about the veterans and what great things that are going to happen the day for November 11th. And again, that's upcoming. Outside of that, thank you guys again for tuning in. Bye.